Welcome to the 2020 Honors Celebration for FCPS's outstanding employees. For program information, go to fcps.edu/FCPS-honors.
Welcome to the 2020 Honors Awards. I am Dr. Ricardi Anderson. On behalf of the school board, we are proud to recognize Fairfax County Public Schools' outstanding employees.
Good evening. I'm Scott Brabrand, Superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools. Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing to our community some of FCPS's most distinguished employees, amazing educators, inspirational leaders, and dedicated operational staff. Typically, at the end of each school year, we recognize these employees at a special FCPS Honors Gala. The pandemic prevented us from doing that this year, but now we are recognizing these staff members in a socially distant way instead. We are excited to share their stories with you at home. Perhaps you will recognize a few of your colleagues, friends, or neighbors. Tonight's honorees have made an enormous impact on our school division and our community. They have transformed student lives, supported and improved FCPS operations. They are crucial to the success of Fairfax County Public Schools. These outstanding employees exemplify the caring culture that makes our school system such a special place. I'm so very proud to shine a spotlight on them and their exceptional work. Now, let me introduce to you our Interim Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Sean McDonald. Sean, tell us a little bit about the FCPS Honors Recognition Program and why it's so important.
Thank you, Dr. Brabrand. We began recognizing our outstanding employee winners at our FCPS Honors Gala in 2011, so we could highlight and celebrate the tremendous efforts and accomplishments of our employees. Each year, the program has grown, and now over 700 employees are recognized at the school, pyramid, regional, and department level. The Outstanding Employee Awards program highlights exceptional employees from throughout the district, both in schools and offices. Nominated by their peers, supervisors, students, and parents through an awards liaison, the school-based award nomination process starts at a local school level. Then, school award recipients are considered at a pyramid selection committee. The pyramid winners then go on to participate at a regional level. The region and central office winners in each of the 12 categories are then interviewed by members of the leadership team, who then make the final selections. Tonight, we will hear about our finalists and the winners' amazing accomplishments. As Dr. Brabrand said, this past year was unlike any other. Participants in this program had competed all year at all levels, in addition to their regular jobs and time commitments. Most were in the final stages of interviews when FCPS needed to postpone the process due to the impact of COVID-19. This fall, knowing the importance of the program, the leadership team decided to resume the final interview process and select the winners. In October, winners were announced via a surprise afternoon video call with Dr. Brabrand, members of Human Resources, the leadership team, and the school board.
It's time to move on to next steps. I know there are school board members who have also joined me because this is not a next steps meeting. This is a meeting to tell you you won, and you won our 2020 FCPS Outstanding Employee.
Whoa!
Thank you. I'm sure that's the longest 10-minute preview. I was told to come on at 4:08.
Very good.
And not a minute early.
56 finalists and the 12 winners were then invited to an outdoor socially distanced Walk of Fame celebration on November 9th. The honorees were invited to walk the star-studded red carpet, have a photo opportunity, and pick up their engraved awards. Let's take a look. And now, let's meet our 2020 Outstanding Employee Award winners.
The nominees for Outstanding Elementary New Teacher are Caitlin Berner, Bailey's Elementary School for the Arts and Sciences; Ayana Renee Bundy, Holland Meadows Elementary School; Alyssa Rachel Rosinas, Waples Mill Elementary School; Caitlin M.G. White, Coates Elementary School; Catherine Yost, Laurel Ridge Elementary School.
And the winner is Ayana Bundy.
When students have a teacher they can trust, that they've built a relationship with, they can talk about anything, but also they're able to learn so much better and so much quicker. So once you've created those relationships right off the bat at the beginning of the year and continue working to build them, students will trust you with the risks that they need to take in terms of their learning. They know they can look to me and their other classmates as well to be that role model and to push them forward and to encourage them that they can do whatever they want to do. So when I see a student trusting and growing as a student throughout the year, it just warms my heart and makes me believe in them even more and believe in myself even more. And I just know that they're growing as a person and maturing as a person and going to be a great person overall in the future. Yeah, when I first heard the news, I was like, what? That is absolutely an honor. And it's an honor to, I guess, just be here and to be recognized. It makes me want to work even harder though, because I know that, I've worked my first 3 years trying to get here and to be the best I can be, but I know that there's never any growth that can stop. So I'm going to keep working and keep working hard to be the best teacher I can be for everyone.
The nominees for Outstanding Secondary New Teacher are Samantha Hall, Centerville High School; Samantha Jalajal, Frost Middle School; Carly McIntosh, Davis Career Center; Kayron Mutaw Powell, Montrose Alternative Learning Center; Alexander H. White, Mount Vernon High School; Michaela K. Wolf, Madison High School.
And the winner is Samantha Jalajal.
Obviously, for me, the kids really inspire me to want to help them build, self-confidence, believing in it's okay to fail, to be as creative, create those creative juices, get all that momentum going, being able to create whatever kind of art they want and feel confident in that, to be able to have self-confidence, being able to work with other humans. Being a great human is super important. I feel like our kids really have gained a lot from taking theater because they work with so many different kids. They build confidence, getting on stage and being vulnerable and uncomfortable. I always tell them how important it is. It's okay if you're uncomfortable. It's not a big deal. Being uncomfortable will help you become a better human and be better at your art and your skill. I just want them to feel happy with what they've created. Get on stage, even if they say 2 lines, I'm so proud of you, you did that. They don't realize how much they can grow just by taking a theater course and playing those goofy games and those exercises and being in team projects. It really does build a lot of self-confidence without them even knowing. It's just astonishing and amazing to see how grown up they've become throughout the last few years.
The nominees for Outstanding New Principal are Chad Clayton, Davis Career Center; Felicia Spate Drake, Cardinal Forest Elementary School; Anthony P. Harris, Frost Middle School; Jennifer Hertzberg, Flint Hill Elementary School; Andrew Smith, Franconia Elementary School.
And the winner is Anthony Harris!
I think I get my inspiration from my family, my upbringing. My mother and father, they really took the time to make sure that education was the most important part of our upbringing. We believe that education is the great equalizer, that with a fantastic education, you can go anywhere in life. So we really believe that, and I try to walk that each and every day at Frost Middle School. Another inspiration that I have is really just coming to work every single day. I tell everybody who asks me, I am so happy to be the principal of Frost Middle School. I can't believe they pay me to be here because I know that I have a great responsibility here at Frost. The kids, the staff, the community. I love each and every day I wake up to come to work. I believe the thing that I'm most proud of at Frost Middle School is our culture and our sense of community. We say it every single day. Work hard, be nice, and widen your circle. We are one Frost Middle School, and we really, really mean that. So each and every day I ask my admin team, I ask our faculty and staff to figure out what is it that we need to do to ensure that everybody is included, that everybody is welcomed in, and that we make sure that everybody knows they're part of the Frost family.
While we know the impact that teachers have on our schools, we often overlook the contributions of those working outside the classroom. The employees who keep our schools safe and clean, and the central office staff working in departments and offices across the division. All of us are working together to make sure FCPS realizes its mission to inspire and empower students to meet high academic standards, lead ethical lives, and be responsible and innovative global citizens. Although many of us took different paths to get here, it makes me proud to see employees across the county sharing the same vision and goal.
The nominees for Outstanding School-Based Professional Employee are Jordan Craig Kuhn, Churchill Road Elementary School; Ann Lee, Lynbrook Elementary School; Tina Skorsky, Wayanoke Elementary School; Thamika Traylor, Keene Mill Elementary School; Sharon Wooden, Poplar Tree Elementary School.
And the winner is Ann Lee.
So what inspires me is I solely believe it's the kids. It's the reason why I got into education in the first place. Not to mention the kids basically really add some fun to my job. Being a school counselor, I get to not only talk to them during moments of difficulty, but they like to share good moments with me, and they like to share things that they're proud of. And I think for me as a school counselor, what makes me most proud is when I see a child have an aha moment. When they are trying so hard and they see obstacles and they finally get something, and it's just that moment of, oh my gosh, I did it. And that makes me most proud, aside from a lot of the things we do just on a day-to-day basis. It's just seeing the kids light up, especially when they learn something new about themselves and they kind of figure out, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can be what I think of being in the future. Maybe I do have a better outcome for myself. So those moments are the moments that make me most proud.
The nominees for Outstanding Non-School-Based Professional Employee are Camille Bardis, Human Resources; Eric D. Dallin, Information Technology; Melissa D'Angelo, Instructional Services; Kathleen Fay, Chief's Offices; Tamara Gibson, Special Services; Matthew Norton, Financial Services; Michelle L. Phillips, Transportation.
And the winner is Matthew Norton.
FCPS mission is meeting every student by name and by need, and equity is at the center of everything we do, and we need to make sure that our financial resources really reflect that mission to provide equity across the system. And so, equity doesn't mean just kind of divvying everything up in even pieces and doling it out. It really means looking at where those needs are and making sure that we put those resources where they're most needed and where they can make the most impact. working in the central office doesn't always provide that direct opportunity to see the impact, but I'm lucky enough to actually get out to schools on an occasional basis, and I can see that the work being done in schools that have higher needs, it does require those extra people, and those extra resources out in those schools can make a difference for some students who may have otherwise kind of slipped through the cracks. Working with school staffing, we can see a big difference that is made when we direct additional teaching positions, social emotional learning positions to schools where there are greater needs. I'm really excited to be here and be part of this, and it's a great honor.
The nominees for Outstanding School-Based Operational Employee are Amberine Benish, Adult High School, Plum Center for Lifelong Learning; Ashley Mattis George, Carson Middle School; Lindsay Miller, Whitman Middle School; Jose L. Flores Moreno, Fairfax Villa Elementary School; Stephen Spiro, Irving Middle School; Long Van, Camelot Elementary School.
And the winner is Long Van.
So Mr. Van is a humble man, and he takes great pride in his work. He strives for excellence in everything that he does. Mr. Van knows building operations like no other. He is an expert in floor management, and when he came to Camelot, he promised me that he needed to buy a lot of materials up front because he was going to use those to correct problems of past years, and then he would save us money going forward, and he absolutely has done that. As part of supporting the mission, Mr. Van also has great relationships with our students. Mr. Van mentioned that he likes to make kids laugh, so he will build relationships, particularly with kids in our special programs. He's an employee that they look forward to seeing every day. He also has great relationships with our staff members and just really is an added, he adds a lot to the Camelot program.
Thank you for this honor, and I'm proud to be recognized, and it's very important for him to do a good job. I will do the best for Camelot Elementary.
The nominees for Outstanding Non-School-Based Operational Employee are Michelle Cross, Human Resources; Carla J. Dallas, Chief's Offices; Beth Hollander, Special Services; Mary Sheris Myro, Information Technology; Patty O. Parisi, Financial Services; Jennifer Sharp, Instructional Services; Georgia Walsh, Transportation.
Winner is Patty Parisi.
Well, I'm always wanting to do things for the children. That's always been my love here in FCPS. When I started in special services, I was affiliated with the Homeless Liaison Office. So we started collecting just in special services and collected $600 in gift cards in our special services department. This year, after 1 week of doing our announcement, we have collected over $9,200 for our children. That is what I've been taught. That's what we're all about here at FCPS, and everyone supports me to do it as a group and a community. It's great. It's just wonderful to be able to help everybody. My first thought when I received my recognition was, when you have a job you love, you don't have to work a day in your life. And that's how I always felt going to work, and I still do. Even though I'm at the dining room table at this point, it's just been a wonderful journey here in FCPS, and I'm grateful and I appreciate the acknowledgement. And it's just an amazing thing that we all take our steps and make actions to help all the students here that need help when they need it.
Hi, I'm Lisa Rode, 2019 FCPS Outstanding Elementary School Teacher and finalist for the 2020 Virginia Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, everyone. Despite the challenges we faced this school year, there's been like no other. Your dedication, ingenuity, and creative solutions have helped to keep inspiring and motivating students to achieve their best. We may not be in our buildings or in our classrooms, and our routines look different. Your tremendous work ethic, your commitment has continued to help students grow and achieve despite these challenges. Congratulations again for all you've done and you continue to do. And now for the 2020 Outstanding Teacher Awards.
The nominees for Outstanding Elementary Teacher are Misha Chernoff, Westbriar Elementary School; Pete Cookson, Laurel Hill Elementary School; April May Medina, Mount Eagle Elementary School; Kathleen Mahari, Wolf Trap Elementary School; Mackenzie Mikesell, Willow Springs Elementary School.
And the winner is Pete Cookson!
Well, I've wanted to be a teacher since I was a kid. I have two sisters at home. We played school. We used to memorize state capitals, state birds all together, make a little fort. Then I started coaching and working at camps throughout high school and college, and I knew that there was something in me that just liked working with kids, and hence I went into education. And 25 years later, here I am. I mean, looking back, like all my favorite teachers are the ones that treated me like a person. They knew who I was. They knew my the jokes, what would make me laugh. They knew they knew my parents. They knew more about me than just a student. So if you can tie in like what you know, like if they play soccer and you mention soccer once, that can make the whole lesson a trillion times better. This is an individual award. Like it feels great, and I'm gonna, rest of my life, this will be something I'm super proud of. But nothing happens without a team. That includes, family at home, the wife, the kids who all support everything I do. Administration, you want to do a science lab? Sure, let's try it. And being willing to do that, and the teachers I work with, incredible. This has been my dream all my life, and I am so proud that I could represent the people out there that are doing this every single day, every hour, at mornings, days, nights, weekends, and it is an honor. And I wish there was 100 people behind me.
The nominees for Outstanding Secondary Teacher are Howard L. Brewer, Jr., Transition Support Resource Center, Alexandria; Tim Lambert, Chantilly High School; Carol Ann McCullum, Marshall High School; Pat Mitchell, Hayfield Secondary School; Toshiba Ragland, Lake Braddock Secondary School; Jill Silton, South Lakes High School.
And the winner is my husband, Howard Brewer.
I teach my students that they have to have three things: fortitude, accountability, and some perseverance. Every day is a success, even no matter how small it is. That's why I became an alternative school teacher, because the successes that you get are so monumental, and it can happen every day. I want to say thank you to two people. One is my mother, who has been tremendous to me as far as showing me what education is supposed to be about, and my mentor in Fairfax County Public School, which is Dr. Rita Giles, who has impacted me from the very beginning. The moment she interviewed me for a job right out of college, we had this symbiotic relationship, and I built upon that and stand on her shoulders also. The greatest success story I've ever gotten two. That would be a student who no one thought was going to be successful became successful and wrote me a letter, wrote it to the staff, but then wrote me a personal letter stating that, Mr. Bree, you don't even know this, but you saved my life. I didn't even know it, but you saved my life. So that's my job. I happen to say all the time to anyone who will listen, I'm in the child saving business. I just happen to be an educator.
The nominees for Outstanding School-Based Leader are Kelly Baugh, Colin Powell Elementary School; Christine Berry, Lorton Station Elementary School; Jamie C. Gadley, Dogwood Elementary School; Jennifer Knox, Transition Support Resource Center, Fairfax; Catherine Madigan, Glasgow Middle School; Linda Cassess Shannon, Frost Middle School.
And the winner is Jamie Gadley!
My passion truly comes from a daily commitment to striving for excellence. And in order to do that as a teacher with different titles, including a school-based leader, it's important for me to be mindful of elevating the experience of students, staff, and families on a daily basis. In order to elevate the experience of our students, equity has to be forefront at the center of my thoughts, my words, and my actions. That's my passion. And that drives me to leadership that is based on intention and grace. Every day, my intentions are driven by data and they're people-focused. In order to be people-focused, I also have to move with grace. I have to be mindful of the experience and reality of our staff, of our students, and our families. The people energize me. My staff and their daily commitment to striving to connect with students, to make a difference for students, to make sure that they're seen and heard and valued, drives me to be the best leader that I can be, clearing out everything that I can possibly clear out so that our teachers and our staff can do what they do best.
The nominees for Outstanding Non-School-Based Leader are Jan Bonner, Instructional Services; Allison Calderon, Information Technology; Michelle Liss, Chief's Offices; Libby Malin, Financial Services; Jim Roner, Human Resources; Eleanor Stack, Special Services.
And the winner is Michelle Liss.
So I believe one of the most important responsibilities of a leader is to grow more leaders. As I think about instructional coaches, I really look to provide them opportunities to foster their leadership skills and in the future perhaps move on to other leadership positions in the division. So in addition to the instructional coaching program, another program that I oversee is teacher leadership. So when we think about the pipeline of leaders, this teacher leadership program really looks at teachers at the beginning of their careers as they're just beginning leadership skills and puts them on that pathway, should they choose to move on to other leadership positions. So coaches might provide professional development to other instructional coaches. They might mentor new coaches coming into the program, and they also facilitate things at the division level. So most recently, they've been facilitating community meetings for school renamings or boundary studies. They've facilitated Dr. Braybrand's stack meetings. And so really looking for those opportunities to hone their skills at a bigger level helps develop that leadership pipeline. Yeah, so as one of the original 25 coaches back in 2005, I am incredibly proud to lead this group of educators. They're extremely dedicated, very professional, and always put students first.
The nominees for Outstanding Principal are Anne Bonitadibus, Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology; Amy Goodlow, Rocky Run Middle School; LaRonda Peterson, Bucknell Elementary School; Angela Thompson, Newington Forest Elementary School.
And the winner is Amy Goodlow!
As leader of Rocky Run, I'm most proud of our collaboration and focus on collective efficacy. Together We is our motto, our mantra, that we include staff, students, and the community to create a beautiful new learning environment through renovation, through changes in instructional practices, through a focus on students, and grounding in relationships. Making sure that each and every day we're reaching out to each other. So that's connections between students, staff, and our community members, and focusing on taking care of each other. So we've had some great opportunities over the last several years to be pioneers of innovation, being one of the first pilot schools for FCPS On and integrating one-to-one technology for all of our students. That has been a tremendous journey, and really just encouraging risk-taking and trying new things. Education is not static. It requires that we constantly innovate, change, and create. And so that's the type of environment that we try to foster at Rocky Run Middle School. You know, I'm so proud to be a product of FCPS schools and to be an educator in this system for over 25 years. And I'm very, very grateful that my children get to attend this system and that I have wonderful partners in this community to help me be successful.
I just want to take a moment in closing to say to our staff, we see the hard work you are doing each and every day, and we truly appreciate your passion and your positivity, which we need now more than ever. Congratulations to all of you. To those of you at home, thank you so much for helping us celebrate these outstanding Fairfax County Public Schools employees. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you all again very soon.